You're listening to the audio production of The Power of the Blessing, 5 Keys to Improving Your Relationships by John Trent and Gary Smalley. Published by Thomas Nelson, read by John Trent and Kari Trent Stageberg. A note before we begin. Don't forget to download the accompanying enhancement PDF from your audiobook provider. It contains the blessing activity and will be referred to throughout as the enhancement.
Introduction. Every one of us, at some point in our lives, has at least one defining moment. Our life seemed forever stuck in uncertainty, confusion, or even in behaviors that were leading us along a path of destruction, or at least discomfort. But after that defining moment, our trajectory changed. Something happened where we gained clarity and hope. We had a breakthrough and found purpose. The path steadied instead of being all uphill. The clouds blew away, and a positive path towards an optimistic future finally became clear. In my case, I found healing, and growth began anew. For me, my defining moment came from the blessing. I don't share this lightly. I share this as the daughter of the man who came up with the idea for this book, as a child who grew up with parents who lived this out. They provided me with daily blessings and introduced me to a God who loved me. The blessing wasn't just an idea in our family. It was and still is a critical part of our DNA. However, as you will learn when you read this book, as powerful as the blessing is, it is not a formula for perfection. It is not a guarantee that your children or grandchildren will never go through a season when they struggle. It's not a guarantee that they won't completely walk away from their faith or their family, as I did. For 5 years after I entered graduate school, my family had no idea where I was. All they knew was that the daughter they had loved had cut off all contact, and something was terribly wrong. In reality, things were far worse than they ever could have imagined. What started with me walking away from my faith due to the Lord seeming intangible ended up with me eloping and experiencing unimaginable abuse in that relationship. While you can read more about my story in this book, I'll summarize it here. I can honestly tell you that had it not been for the Lord rescuing me out of that situation, receiving the 5 elements of the blessing.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?